I've had a lot on my mind lately. I notice when I do videos, I play with my hair a lot or I move a lot. But anyway, this is not what this video is about. So I wanted to make a video about making change. I'm going through a lot of change right now, and it's honestly scary. Honestly, shitting bricks, if I'm being honest, because I've had this specific scenario happen like pretty similarly last time, and it led to shit. I'll get into why that is here in a bit. But basically, I'm going through a phase right now where my life is like moving shit fast, and I'm getting so many synchronicities and signs from the universe, whether you believe in that or not. I do. And it's guided my life, and it's got me where I am right now. And honestly, I wouldn't be here without it, if I'm being honest. So I'll start with my story of previously, why this is similar. So this is January of this year. Sorry, kind of interrupted. Okay, so yeah, going back into January or February. Yeah, so about beginning of February, I basically quit my job, and not having like a solid plan, kind of. Well, I did. I had a plan. I just didn't really follow through it. I was working on a business at the time, but things happen for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason. Because for a long time I had this like tiny ick in my stomach, like this intuition speaking to me, telling me that this job is not meant for me, or whatever this business was. It's not like I'm not gonna feel fulfilled doing that. It's not really my passion. I was basically doing it for chasing money. And when you chase money doing things, you end up like accepting things that you don't really want. You pretty much end up doing things or creating a routine that you don't really want to live by. And honestly, that's not how I want to live my life. I want to live my life so that I feel fulfilled in what I'm doing. And I'm pretty sure this is it. I'm not sure if these videos specifically is exactly what I'm meant to do, but I feel like I'm stepping in the right place. This feels right for the first time. Like, doing the business didn't really feel right, and I'm trying it. I'm trying it out to know, because I won't know if I don't try it out, right? You gotta try new things to find out. You can't really make an assumption of something and think that's how it's gonna land. Because think about every time that you've thought of a scenario, like overthink a scenario, how it would happen specifically, it usually never goes exactly that way. It usually never feels that way, unless you've like experienced something very similar to that, where you can like, yeah, as long as you have like experience in that field, you can kind of like give it a guess. But if you're trying something new, you can't really put an idea on it. And using like, this is one thing too, when you're trying something new and you feel like that, like very uncomfortable, don't take that as like, this is how it's gonna be, because it's not. You're just trying something new. You're just doing something new. And doing new things require this getting out your comfort zone. So I'm basically going through the same thing right now as the story I explained of me quitting my job and relying on something, but this time it wasn't my choice. I mean, it kind of was, but so I mean, as of now, I still kind of do have my job. It's just there's insurance, like life insurance, and I looked through the policy through that, and it really doesn't align with my values, my boundaries. It's really stepping, like, if you look into like the privacy policies of like these life insurances, man, rabbit hole for you, but it doesn't align with what I stand for and what I want in my life. So, and it's like, I've been getting signs of that I should like really step on my boundaries and make boundaries. And the universe has been giving me like opportunities to really prove that I've stepped up on my boundaries. Like yesterday, there was like a startup. Or even then, there were still points in my life where I was meant to step on my boundaries. But I didn't really. Or it took me a little longer. But this time and it feels hard to say no. Like, if you're a people pleaser, it feels hard to say no. It's like you're always trying to make the other person happy, or it's like this feeling inside of you that if you say no, your mind tries to make you say yes. It tries to like, whatever. It's like, it's fine. Yeah, whatever for this time. Like, if you're invited into doing something that you're not in alignment with anymore, and you're changed as a person, this old life will come knocking back. So like, stepping these boundaries or putting these boundaries down is required. So it'll come back like teasing you, hey, like checking if you're still wanting that old life back or wanting that old life still. So you'll feel it inside of you, like this small but subtle feeling. It's like, it's there. It's like a feeling that's there. But you know, like deep down, you know, it's true. That's your intuition. It's like a subtle knowing, but it feels true. Something you also can develop. The more as you practice that, as you practice like trusting that, the more this sense will be stronger, and you'll know. The more you'll know, you'll be able to differentiate it. Because for a long time, I really wondered, like, how do I know like what my intuition is and what my mind is trying to say? Usually, emotions will try to make you respond in certain ways that you've been programmed to react. So if fear is coming up, and usually when you feel fear, you usually accept whatever you're given. Well, if you're making this decision out of fear, it's not in alignment with your truth, because you're programmed to react this way. So, sorry, I just got like a block that my mind was like telling me I don't know about this shit. Like, these are other things, like your mind will tell you you're not valuable enough to speak about this. You don't have enough experience to speak about this. I'm just explaining what I went through, honestly. But your mind, when you step out your comfort zone, your mind will try to get you to come back because it feels uncomfortable. It's basically your mind trying to keep you safe, because in the known, your mind feels safe. The routine, that's why it feels comfortable. But when you step out of that, it feels uncomfortable, and your mind will try to get you to go back. So it'll ping you like these fears or whatever, this uncomfortable feeling. It'll give you like, whenever you feel uncomfortable, it'll give you like pings of hunger, smoking a cigarette, whatever that may be for you. This ping of dopamine, like this, whatever distracts you. So if you're trying something new and you feel like this urge to do something else other than doing the new thing that you're doing, most likely a distraction. So what you can do from that is really do baby steps into change. How I started changing is change one small thing. Like, let's say you don't make your bed. Not saying that you don't, but let's just say you don't make your bed. And you want to start changing your life. You're tired of living how you're living. So just start by making your bed in the morning. And once you accomplish that, once that's like feels like normal to you, you can start by doing another thing. The more you do that, the more normal it will feel to make change. And the better you'll feel about yourself too. Like, you get rewarded for making these changes. Obviously, it's not like quick rewards like scrolling on TikTok or whatever. That's also one thing. Like, if you have TikTok and you scroll a lot on these apps, taking these out of your life will benefit you. Because you're not chasing that quick dopamine reward. So you'll chase this real dopamine, not this cheap dopamine that's just like, you scroll a video, you like the video you're watching, so you get a dopamine hit off that. It's like a reward for doing this with your tongue, right? Obviously your mind's going to choose the least resistance. That's why it feels addicting too. So if you want greater things in life, you're going to have to go through harder things. Not technically harder, but just more challenging. I don't like the word hard because it makes it feel hard. So instead of like using the word hard, I use uncomfortable or challenging. I like challenging because it switches the perspective of, instead of it feeling hard, like telling yourself, oh, doing this is hard, it kind of takes your power away from that. It kind of like makes you back away, because I don't like hard things, whatever. We've been programmed to like avoid hard, I guess, or that's how humans just naturally are. So doing the challenging thing is more like, oh, this is the challenge. It's like a level I have to beat, right? You see it different. And it doesn't act as the same way in your mind. So that has also helped with me. But yeah, right now it's also like trusting. For me, it's like really testing my trust, because without this job, I could like go get another job. Like, what I can do is really apply at other places, and if the universe is like saying, okay, well, you're not meant to have a job right now, you're probably not gonna get that job. like, or I don't really feel called to get a job. I feel more called to apply for EI, which is like when you get off work, when you don't have work, you get like this government pay. I feel called to go on that and really chase this stuff. Like, obviously I'm not chasing the money doing this, but I need the money to survive. So this EI is gonna support my bills, at least, because it's like half your pay, and it's gonna allow me to do this and really start exploring this area more. Yes, I could have done this while having a job, but it's like it puts me in a fear state where I feel like, okay, I have to do something. Like, it takes me out of it makes me uncomfortable, because I know if I do nothing, I'll just end up worse. Because that's what happened last time, literally. I didn't have a job for like 2 months, and I went so behind on my bills. Like, that was a hard lesson for me. I'm so backed up because of this, and I'm still like catching up. Well, I'm mostly catched up by now, but there's still some things that I could have avoided too that cause more bills, I guess. But anyway, now I have like this experience. Like, this is why I think lessons are important, and why lessons can help you. Like, this lesson taught me that if I don't do nothing, it's gonna make it worse. Yes, it might feel better in the time being. Also, like, I was doing a lot of things to distract me, or distract myself, like watching YouTube videos, eating a lot, binge eating, and it just honestly made everything harder. Because when you don't do hard things, when you get used to that, like, stillness, or not doing anything like hard or challenging, it kind of like sets your level down. Like, let's say like you work every day and it takes like this amount of effort, or the discipline level is here, but now you're doing nothing, so your discipline level is down here. Not that it's a bad thing, but think about what it can do to you. In this level, this will feel like it's super hard again. Like, me getting readjusted to that job, getting a new job again, felt hard or challenging. But I know it was a part of it, and I had to accept that I'm gonna have to go through some uncomfortable and challenging moments in my life to get what I want. It's not gonna happen just by sitting there and doing nothing and hoping that it will, or hoping that the universe will just drop it on your doorstep. That's not how it works. You have to meet it halfway. And I had to learn this the hard way. So, hopefully you don't have to go through this lesson, but if you do, it's fine. Go through it, experience it, feel how it feels. By feeling how it feels, you will know if you don't like it or you do. Or if you do like it, then sure, if it's for you, like, if you like that. But it's really like getting how you feel. Like I said earlier in this video, like experiencing new things. I experienced like what it felt like not having a job and not doing anything, and just distracting yourself all the time. You don't achieve anything. You just feel like you're stuck in the same place, like you're not moving. And I had all these dreams like sitting on standby, and like I was constantly thinking about them, listening to videos about them, but doing nothing to get there. So like, just there spinning your wheels, you're not doing anything. so one thing that helped me a lot is like do one harder thing. Like the more harder things you do, the easier other things will be, or the easier it will feel. Like starting the gym really put another mindset on my mind, because now I kind of like tend to compare things to the gym. It gives me like a new level to compare to. Okay, well, it's not as hard as the gym, so it's not so hard, right? So when you give yourself hard things, like hard experiences, it really like puts your level of hard higher. So by doing the everyday thing, if your harder level is higher, the easier it will feel, or the more flow you'll have with it. The more of the gap between whatever you're doing, the easier it just be. So I want to get back into trusting for me. Like just allowing myself to trust the universe, whatever it's giving me. Like trusting this situation of me losing my job. I know like I have like a pretty good map of what to do, but I just need to do it. Just really do it. Now I have more like this foundation of hardship built up, so it's not gonna feel as hard as how it felt me trying to get from rock bottom technically to where I'm trying to be. So I kind of built up my level of hardship. So now doing like chasing my dream will feel not as hard. It'll feel a lot easier. And I already have like a good routine in place, so just having a good routine and good habits really makes a difference. And you can just start there too. Like you don't have to be where you're meant to be in a day. Like it doesn't happen in a day. Like I feel like we've been sold this like reality that like things can be easy, like especially like in the money making world, especially like me being in that drop shipping era where like you've been kind of sold like this make money quick kind of stuff without the work. They don't show you the work, how much work you actually have to put. But it kind of makes like your expectations, it sets away your expectations from reality. And so that can feel harder because you're expecting one thing and it actually is another thing, like, way harder than the expectation. Not that it's hard, but just contrast. Usually that's a contrast that makes it feel worse. Also your expectation about something. Anyway, I hope this video helped you out. Hopefully my little stories did help you out. I'm getting better at this. I just wanted to hop on here and just really express what I'm going through and kind of like maybe teach you a couple things from my own experience. Hopefully you can get some value out of this video. If this helps one person, I'll honestly be happy. This is my goal. It's really helping one person. Like if you put money away from this, that's my goal. Because obviously we need money to survive. But anyway, that's it for today, my friend. So yeah, if you find it hard to make change, just start with one thing. Start with one thing. keep doing that one thing. That's what it takes, really. And if you fall down, that's okay. Just, you'll get back up. Or you might have to go through a lesson again. Maybe the lesson wasn't really like sunk in enough. So for you to have the courage to really step up, I guess. Or to really be like, no, I don't want this. Like, even when it gets hard, you're able to say, no, I don't want to go back. Think about where you were. Like, lessons is gonna be, it's gonna give you something to think about, feelings to think about that you've experienced. By thinking the feelings, or by thinking the situation, you might feel this feeling. So it might give you like, okay, no, I don't want to go back to that. So it'll kind of give you like a little push to keep going forward, because there's no other path, right? So trust yourself. You can do it one act at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just do one hard thing. Whatever hard is for you, whatever your level of hardness is for you. If for you that's making your bed, if for you that's doing the dishes, start there. Just one step at a time, baby steps, baby. So, yeah, okay, so I gotta go, but I'll see you in the next video, and you got this. I got faith in you. You're more powerful than you think. Just, you'll get through one day. Anyway, so I'll see you in the next video. I know I said this like 2 times now, but anyway, alright, peace out. Alright, so yes, I'm driving as saying this, but I forgot to say something that's like really important, or that felt important to me. Do one thing at a time, and by saying this, what I mean is, when you want to do something and if it really feels hard and you really don't feel like it, like it's really not the day, or whatever the case may be, don't look at the whole picture. Don't look at, let's say you're picking up a mess. Don't look at the whole thing, okay? Just really force yourself to pick the first thing up. Pick up the first thing, put it away. Start with that. Just, okay, I'll just do that. And then, when you're done that, do the same for the other piece. Okay, I'll just pick this one up, I'll put it away. Keep doing that. Like, just pick up one piece at a time. Start there. Just, yes, it will take discipline, but also the more you do this, the more it's gonna feel more like a routine. Alright, so basically what I was trying to say here is basically when you keep doing that thing over and over, whatever that thing may be you're trying to incorporate into your habits or into your life, the more you keep on doing that thing, the better it's going to become a habit, the better it's going to become a routine. Whether you're trying to incorporate it into a routine or not, the more you do it, the easier it's going to become, right? So that goes with basically anything that you're trying to do different. Like if you're trying to change something, a way you think, a way you're doing things, it goes with basically anything. It's like practicing a muscle. Like the first time you go to the gym, it might be hard, and then the second day it's not going to be as hard. The more you do it, the more natural it's going to become. It's like practicing a muscle. You have to practice it to grow it, right? So, and depending on whatever you're trying to change, if it's an action that you're trying to change, you might notice yourself doing it like automatically. But don't be hard on yourself for kind of falling back. You're just programmed to do that. Just correct yourself every time that you're able to. And the more you correct yourself, the more you do the thing that you actually want to do,
the more it's gonna incorporate into your life. But when it goes for like a habit, like let's say going to the gym, don't overwork yourself. A lot of people, what they do is they go to the gym, they start, let's say, 5 days a week. That may be too hard to start with. Sometimes you need like 2 days per week and then progress from that. But it's keeping that momentum going, like expanding every time, not just settling for your comfort. And it's also like keeping that consistency. It's okay if you miss a day, but just notice that next time you won't miss that day. It's not being hard on yourself, but next time doing better. All right, back to the video.
One more thing I forgot to add. So the first time you're gonna do something, you might suck. I'm willing to bet like you might suck. I'm not saying like you suck, but you're not gonna be as good as somebody who's been doing it for years or months, whatever, weeks. So doing one thing for the first time, you might suck, but that's how you learn. And if that's scaring you, well, think about the thought of if you do nothing, you're not gonna achieve anything. You're not gonna change. So step into whatever you're trying to do. Whatever thing you're trying to do new, step into it. And it might suck at first. And you'll learn, okay, maybe this way is better or whatever. That's how you learn. You can also, as you do it, take insights from people, but actually do them. Not just watch them so you get like a dopamine hit. So it just like sets in your mind without actually taking advantage of it. Anyway, that's all I have.